Is it working now? I think it's working now. All right. Yes, it seems like it's working. There we go. Now we're connected. Now everybody should be happy. Let's hope. Here we go. There we go. Now it's working, guys. Heck yeah. All right, we figured it out. We figured it out. All right, guys, we are currently this is actually on the my current series save is where we're at right now. So we are basically, our big thing is we just got to move a lots and lots and lots of dirt. Let's see. Let's get some stuff going on here. That way you guys can see what's going on. There we go. All right, so we are using mouse and keyboard, just like we were on. And I got to adjust something real quick. My force feedback, I need to change just a tad. Otherwise it gets extremely hard for me to turn my steering wheel. And the other thing I need to change, guys, oh my gosh, we are bouncing all over the place. Bouncing all over the place. There we go. This is what it's like. It's just hectic like this sometimes, guys. Just hectic. All right, so currently what we're doing is we're physically just have a lot of material that we need to be moving. You did this in real life a few years ago. Got paid in gold. Really? Nice. Not sure what's going on here because this is really, really slow. It was working earlier, which is weird. There we go. Now it seems. What's up, Matt? Good morning. How are you? Good. I'm doing good. How are you, Matt? Welcome on in, sir. Welcome on in. So this is currently on the beta version. They just did a bunch of updates to this. So specifically, the updates were like economy. This is a new map. They changed some physics. It's been a little while since I've been here and played, but we have obviously the series that's going that just dropped here about 6 p.m. my time. So yeah, we are currently just sitting at $31,000, and all I am basically doing is just trying to get some money to continue on my series. So I thought, you know what? Let's just play this and hang out and chit-chat with you guys for a while. I also have some things in the work for this game, like possibly getting a server up and going again. So that way when we are doing live stuff, we can start building things. It's probably going to be on this map. And basically we're going to have some underground stuff going, and we're going to have the open pit mine stuff going. But the catch is going to be, it's going to be a brand new save, a brand new company, sorry. So we're going to be starting at 0 again. We're going to be starting at like level 1, and we're going to have to build the thing out again, like we did with the first one when we did that, the big giant one. How much does Out of Ore cost on Steam? That is a good question. Does anybody have that off the top of their head? I could look it up. I don't know exactly off the top of my head what it costs. I do know that they do run sales from time to time, so that's a thing. That is a thing. So I'm not quite sure exactly what it is right now. I don't even remember what I paid for it. $20? Something like that, maybe? I want to say. I do have it set up too, so I'm running my steering wheel and joystick. I just need to get my second joystick set up, so that way when I run excavators or things like that, it's currently 30% off right now. Yes. What is it? Now you got me curious. Now you guys got me so curious. Where's Steam at? Do you want to delete the script? No. All right, chat. If you guys want to just look that up and see what it costs, they're on Steam. 14.69 pounds in the UK. So I'm not sure what that equates to dollars. So like $17. Okay. It's not bad. The cool thing, the thing that I really like about this game is I can load this map up and nobody has to have any mods. because there are no mods. But for anybody that's wondering what you have for equipment, we can take a look at this real quick. I got to figure out what my keybinds are here again. Whoops. So vehicles, we're just going to check at the vehicles just so you guys can see. If anybody hasn't seen this yet, we're just going to go through a little bit of kind of what this game is, right? So your main purpose is obviously to dig ores out of the ground. You melt them down, you smelt them down, and you basically mine. But we'll go through some of the equipment for right now. Excuse me. Vehicles. So there is a bunch of vehicles. Yes, it is multiplayer. Yep. Does not have, does Out of Ore have any mods? No, currently not. Nope. So you got a bunch of articulating dump trucks. You got some excavators. You got some really big dump trucks. We have on the one save that we had 4 of the HT 500Es, which is the biggest dump trucks you can have in the game. Whoops. Dang it. I'm pressing buttons. I don't even know what I'm pressing. You got big excavators. You got big loaders. You got some pretty cool excavators. These ones are kind of newer. They're different, like a cable machine, a little bit cheaper. You got big baggers. Oh, yeah, big baggers. We had the, I think we had the 695, which is the biggest bagger, plus the 694 and the 690 or 81. What's up, Jimmy? It's going good. It's going good. What's up, Seth? So yeah, you basically are just melting a bunch of stuff down. You got a periodic table that they have set up. They got a skill tree, which I got 38 points I got to do, but I'm saving some of this for my recorded stuff. You got a couple different quests that you can do, things like that. Here is the map currently. These maps are ginormous. I can't remember what we figured. We figured out these maps were like 400 kilometers big, which is extremely big. I don't know if I can I take this out? I'd get this out of the way. But anyways, they've changed up a lot of stuff too. Now you have to purchase lands. So currently we have 2 pieces and they are 250,000 a piece. So you currently got to purchase land as you build out your store, things like that. You got to build. So you got to build and place all of this stuff. So this is a hopper. You dump obviously your dirt in, and then you got to place the conveyor system in, and you got to get them the right direction. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You got to have the correct power to everything. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You got solar, you got coal, and you got wind. Coal is your easiest when you get everything going because you get the best bang for your buck for power. And then you break things down based upon what you're looking for, right? Or how you want to build your plant. I would jump into the other save, but that's going to take me a little bit, and I could show you guys a pretty sick plant that we built. Some of you guys were probably already here when we did that, but yeah, this is kind of currently my setup. The other thing they did is it might be kind of hard to see. Let me throw up a couple blocks here. Whoops. So they built a town. That tree's kind of in the way. But they built a town back there that you actually can go down and you can purchase equipment. You can sell ores, things like that. So, yeah. So they've done quite a bit to this new map. This update that they currently did. You can dig with the pickaxe. So there's a lot you can do. So if anybody's new here, we're not even touching the tip of the iceberg on this one. If you guys haven't yet, we'll sneak into the underground and take a look there and see how that looks for anybody that hasn't looked at the underground stuff or has not even been on this map yet, this current map. Is it complicated to make the factories? In the beginning, yes, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. But that is part of the learning thing. You just figure it out. There's tutorials out there, things like that. It's not as hard as you think once it starts clicking, right? So initially, yes, it's going to be difficult because you've never built it before. But they do have a tutorial. Has anybody done the tutorial? Let's play the game. Has anybody done the tutorial since the update? Has that changed? So we're gonna hop out here and take a look. But underground stuff, yeah, we're physically underneath the mountain. Eventually, you're gonna have to get something which is let's see, it's gonna be under equipment. Where please wheels? No, that's not equipment. Mesh. So there's these mesh grates that you can build, that you can buy or build. You can purchase or build them. You can craft them with the ores that you produce, things you pull out of the ground. There's CNC mill and a CNC cutting machine or something like that you can make these things. You can make a lot of different things as well in there. But then you place them on the ceiling, and it kind of holds the dirt from caving in. See those little holes? They drop down dirt, and eventually you can start getting like cave in. Yes, this underground is standard on this map. Yep, this map comes with the underground, and it comes with 2 open pit mines. And then you can only go so far in this one because we are probably really close. So see how close we are to the edge of the claim? We can't dig anything further unless we purchase that piece right there. And then the prices. This was a very cool thing that they changed. The prices change. So you can kind of see as I'm cycling through things, the prices for different ores will change. I'm still trying to figure out the whole thing, but they will change for the AI competitive. What do you want to call it? Companies that are in here. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there we go. Does this game take a powerful PC? No, not really. Not really. You could look on the specs on... Do they even have the specs on Steam? I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked at the page for a while. But you shouldn't have a problem with it. If you can run Farm Sim, you should be able to run this. This should be no problem to run. I saw a streamer offering 1 for downloads, so making sure it wasn't that. Oh yeah, it's your boy Scott. He's got a map that he's letting people download. His map is complete underground stuff, which is pretty cool. But his underground map is more like, in my opinion, really good for multiplayer stuff. Because it's a big underground map. His name is It's Your Boy Scott. He's came in and played on my other save when I was doing that. What's up, Velcro? Vehicles are 30% cheaper in town. Yeah, they just fixed that, didn't they? Today was a little patch update. How's it going, Velcro? Velcro's another streamer. He plays a lot of Out of Ore. He plays with Split 2 Gaming. So if you guys don't have it, go check him out. I think... Can I do a quick... I probably don't have that set up yet. I don't. I'll have to get that set up. But Velcro, he does a lot of live stream stuff. And he lets people come in and jump in on his saves. I think he still does that. Quote me if I'm wrong, Velcro. Split is who you're talking about. I think Split and It's Your Boy Scott kind of did some stuff together with Underground thing. But he also... Split 2, he also has a couple other maps that he has. They're basically just saves. They're saves from his previous like live stream get-togethers. Boom, 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 boom. So if you guys are just jumping in and joining, don't forget to smash that like button. We are currently on my series save because I got a lot of work to do. So I thought, you know what would be a better way to just come in here and just start digging, right? And hanging out and showing the game off a little bit. And trying to progress my solo saved game. That's currently what we're currently on right now. For anybody, has anybody played the new beta update for this? Have you guys jumped in on the map? Have you guys messed around with it? And if so, how are you liking it? Have you done so, Velcro? Are you liking it? I know there's been a little bit of controversy with some stuff. Don't need to really go into it, but yeah, there's been a little bit of controversy with some things. Probably need to... I have not been on for a while. I jumped on and just started recording a save type thing here. But I do really like the way that they've done different with the terraforming, with like the loader... excuse me, a little bit with the excavators. I've liked that. I've messed around on a buddy of mine's save. He was wanting to play, so I jumped in on with him. Yeah, it says a Radeon 3090 or an RTX 580 for a graphics card. Yeah, this doesn't take a big, beefy PC. Now, if you're going to be hosting like 16 players, it takes a little bit of a powerful PC sometimes, but the one thing I would say is the save time has been a little long off the bat, which that's okay. It's not the end of the world for me, but the only thing I'm waiting to see what they do with the excavator and the loader getting better, but it's still a rubber tire dozer. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I've noticed that when I try to push this thing, it physically, like the dirt physics are kind of the same. But it's still working, right? Just started a new save on the beta the other day. I am enjoying the upgrades. Haven't played in about 6 months or so. That's probably hasn't been 6 months or so for me, but yeah. I'm enjoying it. I am. I do plan on starting up a save. I have said that before, but I do plan on starting up a little save that we can do and kind of rotate our Wednesday nights and some live streams and things like that to come and play this thing. I'm currently trying to figure out how to get it to the point where we can play the game or that save without me always being live to play it. So I'm still trying to figure out some of that, right? You have a 2060 RTX and it runs great. Yeah, again, it doesn't take too much to... doesn't take too beefy of a PC to actually run this game. Because correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't load in, so the map is extremely big, but I think they've changed it so it's not trying to load in like everything on the map. It's more of your like local loads, right? And how's it going, Geek Dad? Welcome on in. Velcro on in. These guys, Jimmy, Seth. I got some other views that were in here previously on some of my out of ore stuff. Boom. You need to try Gold Mining Simulator. I have tried it. I've played the early access thing of it. I don't know. I still need to get in and just like sit down and play now that they got joystick support. But I just haven't got in and like physically played it. I just need to sit down and play it sometime. Yeah, there's a Gold Mining Simulator 2. It was worse when it was voxels. Yeah. So, okay. So what have they changed? Like, again, I've been away long enough. What did they did change something with the voxel stuff. What was that? Could you guys fill me in on that? The first one is super good. I played a little bit of the first one. Oh no, low on some fuel. You like the voxels? The first Gold Mining Simulator is better. Where's my tank? There it is. Voxels are so. Voxels are what the dirt are, right? So the dirt are the physical rendering, right? So the soil was balls. so so let's see if I can show you here. I might be able to do it here. So okay, so there's a perfect thing. So see how this dirt is like floating? It's actually physically there. I can't run through it, right? As hard as I want to try, I can't run through it. Ah, it's falling down on me. But these are voxels. It's just the way that the dirt like stacks on top of each other. And so what they've changed some stuff about that, right? Any idea why alfalfa won't plant right now in Ray County, row crop ready? No, but I thought maybe there was an issue I had with No Creek Expanded. Possibility. Yeah, okay, so that's changed. I noticed that's changed. Did obviously they changed that before this update. They were changing that with the dozers and the backhoes and things like that, correct? Yeah, because I noticed that when I was using this, when I first jumped in, the dirt would not fall out of the buckets, which was good. And I haven't used the dozer a whole lot since the new physics type stuff came out. You like the spillage? It was realistic. Yeah, to a point it was realistic. You know what I mean? And again, I've talked about this many times on live streams, is like how realistic do you need to be, and how realistic is too realistic to the point of like nobody wants to play. You know what I mean? Like if I go in for a scoop, I want to get a scoop, you know? Like it's great that dirt will fall. It still kind of does that. I mean, it still kind of disappears a little bit if you scoop too much. No, it's like driving around the rubber balls. The dirt is way more realistic now. I feel it feels more realistic now. Obviously, other than a few things, but again, how well can you get with dirt physics in a game? You know, like to get super realistic, that's going to be pretty tough. I do like, it doesn't seem to like dig into the ground as much as it did before. I do like that. You know, it doesn't just like gouge the ground anymore. So that's always a plus. I do like that. You can keep level. Let's see if I can get... Let me see if I can get this. So before, when you just put this bucket down, it would instantly like start digging in the ground. I do like that. You can tilt this thing quite a ways before it even... Like, that's pretty much on the ground and it's not really doing anything, which is awesome. I like that. You can really do some more fine grading with everything, right? That's what I'm really liking. So it's not so much like just bashing into the ground type of thing. That feels a lot more real. Maybe not so much real, but it's a lot easier. Go watch some launch videos is wild. Well, I'm sure it was wild. Ah! Now we're in the dirt. Yeah, this is on my solo save, so this is what my like my series. So I got episode 3 just dropped this at 6 o'clock tonight, my time. 6 p.m. Central, so I have episode 3 that just went out. So I'm currently, this is on my solo save for my series, and I got a lot of moving of dirt to kind of progress everything through right now, so that's kind of really what I'm just doing. Back it up. I do wish they would put a level indicator on the screen like they do with Gold Mine Sim. You can put GPS on your Geek Dad. You can buy a GPS and put it on your equipment, which is here. So if you purchase one of these things, you can put it on your piece of equipment, right? And then it gives you a bunch of grade and elevation and pitch and stuff like that. So if you haven't yet, you can put that on there. Just dig straight. Don't tip your bucket so much. You'll get bigger scoops. No. Oh no, red card for the US. I don't really know a whole lot about soccer, to be honest with you. So the loader acts different in multiplayer? I don't know, does it? Because I'm on a solo. This is solo. This is a solo play. So what's different of it? Are you saying that the bucket's different? Is that what you're saying, Velcro? If you guys did get caught with an ad, hit the little bubble, hit the screen, tap the bubble, and that will bring you up to the current conversation. So if you guys are a little bit behind or whatever it may be, if you guys are catching this, just tap the screen, and then you can see the you'll get up to the current conversation. I can't afford a bigger loader, Sandy. So you're locked behind on the top, you're locked behind a level, and then you're also locked because equipment in this game is not cheap. We only got 31,000 to our account. We could take out a loan. We could take out another loan, but I'm not going to do that right now on this save. But yes, that is the struggle with this game sometimes is you do mine quite a bit, which is fine. That's part of the game, right? Completely a-okay. Oh, goodness, Lanta, we found ourselves into the mine there. Heck yeah, or in the underground part. Oh, and your parts will wear out too. If you guys are new here, your equipment will actually wear out. Your parts will wear out. You can purchase new, you can make new, or make new parts. Yes, it throws dirt out in front, and the fine grade is a lot more of a pain. Really? I wonder why that would be so different. Yeah, because like right now, I put that bucket all the way down and curl that. Let's zoom in. I mean, that's pretty much. So that's up, Landon. Welcome on in, Landon. How's it going? That's interesting. I do wonder why it's different, though. You know, I wonder why it's so different on multiplayer. It's easier to dig in multiplayer. Do you think that has to do with like the client-to-client thing? You know what I mean? I wonder if that's what that's, you know what I mean? So like right now I'm just literally rendering my own thing. Client to client, you know, when other people are digging. Do you think it has something to do with that? You need some belts to go outside the mine. Yeah, I just haven't got there yet, guys. This is a save. This is like an individual save, solo save for my series. We're just digging dirt right now. Landon's back. Landon is back. How's it going, Landon? We got quite a bit of stuff in here. A lot of dirt that we can sell. We're going to sell that directly to, which one is this? Or else. That's the one. Or else mining or whatever. That's where we're selling the dirt to. And we also got ourselves, we got quite a bit of coal, which is good. We got some rubies, we got some silicon, diamond, iron, and gold. We got all that stuff. So we've been scooping up some dirt. I need to sell this stuff. We should get quite a bit of XP once I do the quests. Once I do some of these quests, we should be able to get some XP. Like this one's 44,000 XP and gives me 13,000. So that one is for the gravel, which I don't have any gravel. Iron will be good. We can get a bunch of iron and more coal. Danny Star says, yay, I finally get to see you live. Well, welcome on in, Danny. Welcome on in. I think so, but Split would know for sure. Yeah, my guess is it's got to do with like client to client type thing. How much is a smelter nowadays? Well, if you buy it in here, it's 20,000 if you purchase it from your general store, which is 30% more. So whatever 30% is off of 20,000, that's your difference. So wash plant and ore smelter. We could, let's go run into town. Some of you guys maybe haven't seen the town yet. So we're going to currently run into there and we'll just go check it out. It's pretty cool. Got paved streets. Two dump spots that you can dump, your like loose ore. So like your dirt. I think most of it's just dirt that you can dump right in and you don't get a whole lot for it. 16K, yeah, that sounds about right. But each store sells something differently, right? So this store will sell like, you can sell your ores there, but you can also purchase things here. So in here, it's locked to what you can purchase. So equipment, factory for power, so fuel. You can, all your parts for your equipment, if they break down, you can upgrade all that kind of stuff. And then materials. So you can't physically buy everything. You just can't click on it. You can only click on certain things in certain stores. So we're going to head on over to the other one where you purchase a lot of your equipment is it Johnson something? It's not this one. It's the other one. We'll see what we got in this one. So yes, buildings. So let's go to 15,543. So 15,543 to buy the ore smelter. So they did fix that. I think that was on the patch today that there was some issues with the store and the like your tablet or whatever you want to call it difference. They was all the same. But yeah, you can only purchase a few. I mean, if you want things cheaper, you got to come to the store, purchase it, that type of thing, which I think is great. It gives a little bit better, a different aspect of the game. But you can't click on anything here to purchase anything. But if we run up the hill, they also have a fuel station, like a gas station here. So they got a gas station, and then you go down this direction is where you have. We can sneak this way through the trees. So this place right here is kind of like your, well, It's your rights and wrongs. So I'm not even sure what you get to buy here. You can only purchase resources. So this is all you can purchase here. So if you needed grass, awesome. You can purchase grass, oil, logs, water, things like that. So there's not much here at the rights and wrongs place. I'm not sure, you know, things will cost differently, or you can purchase things differently or sell things differently, like different prices, things like that. So this is part of the town. I haven't really figured out like what the good benefit is of there's 2 dump stations right here where this indicator is, and then down here where this indicator is. And I haven't quite figured out like what the price difference is on that. I don't even know if I've been to this one yet to dump anything. But then we can jump up. We gotta go this way up. And I'm on government land right now, so I can't even chop trees down, and I can't even pickaxe. It will not let me mine anything here while you're in the government land and the trees. So if you don't own it, you can't do anything with it. So if you do auto sale, you lose 30%. To be honest with you, I really don't know. All right, so we are at Iron Johnson Equipment. So this is where you purchase your equipment from at 30% less than your main inventory. So this is where you're going to want to purchase all your vehicles. I really want to get to level 24 to unlock these 2, at least this loader. And then you got to get to level 28. I don't know why they keep this one locked at such a goofy level. I don't, you know... Like, I think something like this should be unlocked earlier, and possibly even that, because some people want to start underground mining right away. So it'd be kind of nice if they unlocked that sooner. These 2 things suck. I'm just going to flat out say these two things are dumb. They don't function the way they should function. But anyways, yeah, you got graders, you got big front scoop buckets. This is the biggest one, 800 or 8,000 FS front scoop. So there's that. And then the fuel station is just up that direction. And then there's houses. You can kind of see the houses here. Little town that's kind of built out. So it's kind of a neat little thing. Here's the open pit mines in this general direction, the small one and the big one. We checked that out in episode 3. I think in episode 3 we went and checked that out. So if you guys haven't yet, guys, go check out episode 3. Actually, if you haven't checked out any of it, go check out episode 1, 2, and 3. So we'll do that. So there's 8 sell points, and how much ore you sell affects prices of the ore. Oh yeah, I was going to show you that too. I was going to show you the mine office. So there's 8 sell points, and how much ore you sell affects the prices of ore. So if I sell a metric boatload ton of coal, the price will dip. Sell points are in the store. Yeah, I've noticed you got to bring. So they do have the sell points that you can purchase, right? That's why I have that or else one that's up there. They do have that one that's up there. Is it really going to be okay? It's not this dark. So the other cool thing that they added to this is like a heads-up display type thing that you can check out that's supposed to keep track of what's going on. Not sure. I haven't looked at this a whole lot to see how much of it's updated. Again, I just started level 12. We're not really into this a whole lot to really see what's going on. If you got going with a company, that would change quite a bit. These just are static. They just there. I don't think you can really do anything with them. But this is the one that you can change. How do you do that? Yeah, so if you press E on these and see the little cursor right there, right above, in the middle, or in that black line, if you hover over the top of it, it's going to change the screen. At least it's supposed to. It was doing it the other day. Yeah, so the price just changed there. So that's kind of cool. Kind of a little kind of a role play aspect that you can see in the game. There are only 2 sell points on the map. So are you talking like these are the only 2 sell points right here? These 2? So if I sell all that ore that we had in here, so if I sold all of this stuff, if I put it into a truck, right, and drove it down there and dumped it into those dump stations, the prices would fluctuate then. So am I losing anything if I take this gold like that and dump it into here? If I were to put that gold and put it into this or else sell point, because if I look at the ore prices, which is this one, gold is going for $30 or $21. So then global price the those dump stations, is that what that is? The restaurant quest buildings. Do 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 do. Yeah, these ones. So if I wanted to put one of these sell places, let's say I wanted to put this one here, the Slagathor one. If I took the Slagathor just like I did this, I can dump directly into it and get that ore price from that particular right here. So Slagathor, this is the prices I would get. Correct? That's what I'm gathering from this conversation. Yeah, see, and so like this is the whole thing of just trying to learn and learn the new update, right? Doom boom. As I understand, yes. Okay, and that's kind of what I was thinking when I kind of started digging a little bit into that on episode 3. We kind of looked at some of that stuff, so. I do. This game is so chill though, just to play. It's just like Farm Sim, just kind of chill to play. These saves, if you guys haven't watched Split 2 or even Velcro, you guys can go back and check out some of the live streams that I did of this. You know, you get 10 people in here or more, it can be pretty fun, and you can move a lot of dirt in a short period of time. As a solo player playing this game, I think this game was more meant to play multiplayer. 2-0. Heck yeah. US is winning. Oh, Velcro. That's a good question. So Andy just asked here a little while ago. He says, so if you auto sell those, do you lose 30%? I don't know for sure, Andy. Obviously, I would have to test that for science, right? My thing is I wouldn't mind setting something up like this and doing a underground along with the open pit mine when I get this thing going for a multiplayer. So when I get this multiplayer server up and running, when I get some more interest and people back into this game, this is going to be the thing. Is we will take out a loan, we'll open up we'll have the underground or a portion of the underground, and we'll have to purchase the 2 or get loans to be able to purchase the 2 open mine pit areas. Do I want to make an FS25 mining save? I don't mind FS25 mining, but all the stinking mods that you have to have, this game just scratches that itch. The prices vary the amount of ore you sell. The more you sell, the less it's worth. You know what I think would be really cool there, Velcro? I think it would be extremely cool if you could have multiple companies multiplayer. So the ability to have a multiplayer server, but if you wanted to have somebody to come in that had like, you know, you could split up, and let's say you could create 3 different companies. You could have an underground company and like an open pit company, just for examples. But then you can have somebody else. So like your companies are competing against the other people within your saved game. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, so instead of like me just saying, oh, I'm just going to sell X amount of dollar or X amount of, you know, ore to this company, and then that's what fluctuates everything. You know, the more you sell, the less it's worth. That's kind of baloney. All right, we'll see you later, Sandy. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for hanging out both streams. Appreciate it. But that would be super cool if you could do like multiplayer company. Or your company would go against other companies on your multiplayer server. You could set it up to have like multiple. That would be cool. I'll see you later, Sandy. You have a good night. Appreciate it. Yeah, like that would be so cool. And I know they're working on a lot of things. The thing I tell people is they got to realize, like, I just try to say it, like, people got to realize that this is a very, very small dev team that's doing this, you know, and they're doing the best they can. It's still in development. They got full-time jobs. They're trying to build a game that they think is going to be fun, and you know, it just takes some time. What's up, Dustin Van Weed? Being weird. How do I find servers with people who want to play and make something realistic? I've had no luck with it. More than likely you gotta like just find live stream players, you know, live streamers. If you got friends that play, that type of thing. But there's a couple people out there. Split 2 does it. Velcro does it. I will start be doing it again. So yeah, you can. That would probably be the thing. Is you just gotta kind of find them, right? Join different YouTube lives or whatever, Twitch, doesn't matter. A live stream of some sort. Have conversations in there. NMC looking for players on Discord. Yeah, that's another good place. Yep, Dustin. Their Discord is a good place to go look. What car do I drive in real life? I drive a 2015 F-150. Go, get in there. Overloaded my butt. That thing is not even full. I would say a lot of streamers that I know of, like I mentioned them all before. They, you know, most of us try to play some, you know, realistic as much as you can. Obviously, it's a game. It's going to be hard to play everything realistic, but yeah, you can still play this fairly realistic. I got some fairly good ideas for what I want to try to do with my community save that eventually, like I said, we'll get to. So instead of dumping things in silos, once you get enough space, you actually have things that dump onto the ground, and then you got to pick them up with the loader and then load them into a truck and then take them in. So that type of thing. That would be one thing that would be kind of cool on a save. And it makes it a lot easier when you got enough people that are able to do it, right? There's enough people to help you do some of those things. Do 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 bum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys haven't yet. If you have, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Exclamation point Discord gets you into a link to the Discord, as long as that's working. If it's not working, I'll try to force it to work. Other things are, like I said, eventually I will be starting up another like community server when I go live type thing. I'm trying to work out some kinks to hopefully maybe get it to where I don't always have to be live, but the server will be up. Somebody will have the save file type thing. So there's that. We got some YouTube stuff coming out. We got I got to record episode 4 of this series, or this little individual save. So I need to get that recorded. That's kind of the purpose of this. I got some YouTube. My brain is frazzled right now. I got some farm sim stuff that's going to be going. So I got some stuff coming. You guys want to join, know what's going on? Exclamation point Discord in the chat gets you the link. Oh, come on, baby girl, you could do it. I think our equipment's starting to get a little wore out. Go, baby, go. Bum bum bum. Ah! All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start selling that dirt directly into that sell point. So we're going to let this thing sit here, just like that. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. All right, so we're gonna open up this pass through, and we're gonna start selling that to get a little XP. And Velcro, if you're still in here, I got a question for you. All right, so Danish, that's not working. So let me force make that work. There we go. So question for you is, if I am to take, so if I'm going to take this coal, I'm going to take the quest to get this, get better XP. But if I'm going to take this coal, can I put it on my person, right? And then drive down to, do I want to drive to these sell points? Or do I want to sell directly to like, to or else, since they are giving me the better price for ore or for coal? You know what I mean? I guess these don't really matter, but once I start dropping those in there, it's going to be a little bit different, correct? So I guess my question is it worth me right now to take, I don't think it matters. Okay. So you're thinking that I could just take this and just like go drop it into this sell point, like here, because this is the or else thing. I wouldn't even have to go down to the store. I could physically just drop it right into here. Dump resources into the gray hopper to sell. So if I just stuck them in here, they would eventually sell, right? But I want to make sure I get the quests, which is this one here. So confirm. And then we'll leave the rest of those there. Okay, so if I go kaboom, can I just... Doesn't work. So I physically have to have something to dump this in here. Like a loader. I can't physically walk up to this and like just sell it in here. Because it's saying dump resources into the gray hopper to sell them. So in return, I could do... this. Can I do it this way? Let's just try this one. How do I split? L shift. L shifto. All right, so let's go like that. We're going to keep the rest of that. Was that the number? Is that what I needed? Quest. 79. So I need 8,000. That's what I need. All right. So I should be able to go... Whoops. That'll be good enough. So once all of that sells, then I should get this quest done. Yep, as that's ticking up. That's good. All right. So yeah, that's something that's maybe a little bit different. You can't physically just drop stuff into there. You have to dump it in there. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Now, I don't want to do this yet because I kind of want to save this for the recorded stuff. But definitely probably going to have to purchase some sort of wash plant. Whether we purchase the small little sluice, the small little wash plant, or we put an inline deal off of the edge of that type thing. Which we could do. We could directly go right into a wash plant and then have it stored into there. But you still need it for, was it the rubies and, diamonds, I think. And then everything else can be broke down. You got to smelt that. So you need a smelter and a wash plant. I do wish the XP was a little bit quicker. Because you have to sit here and like sell a lot of dirt to get the XP to go up. You got to do the quests as well, which is not too bad. The questing isn't too terribly bad. It does go a lot quicker, obviously, when you got multiple people doing things and you're selling a lot more dirt. But it's going to be very interesting when I get this up and running for the server, the multiplayer, to see how everything kind of functions. And Velcro has already kind of noticed a couple key difference with things. We're going to keep an eye on keeping the lights on. So once that kind of hits its sell point, I'm going to probably run over... Yeah, XP does seem like it's a little bit harder. And I even have XP on fast. You know, you don't get as much XP for selling stuff anymore, which is... That's all right, but you do get quite a bit of XP just swinging the pickaxe, you know? Doing this. You do get... the XP goes pretty quick. Promoted, heck yeah. Also, I probably need to use my skill points. That would be something to do. All right, we got 1,900 more coals to go. And then we can take out the rest of them. So I'm gonna run over here so that way when that gets done, we don't waste any more coal, because it wouldn't be something I wouldn't mind getting a coal plant. Yeah, some things don't give XP that used to. Yeah, which is fine. I mean, like I said, I think the game kind of is geared a little bit more towards, at least it seems like it's geared a little bit more towards that multiplayer side of things. You can play it solo, but it can be a grind, that's for sure. All right, we are getting very close, so about ready to pull the rest of this once that thing goes away. And we will be lots of XP and money ahead. 2 or 1. Doo-doo-bum-ba-bum. There it goes. All right, so we're going to get rid of that. Go like that. Stack that. All right. Promoted to 14. Heck yeah. We got 77,000 doll hairs now. Woohoo. We are doll hairs richer. All right, let's put that coal back into here. Because like I said, I wouldn't mind getting a coal plant at some point. Doo doo bum, bada bum, bada bum. How's your save going, Velcro? How's your are you on? I kind of watched you the other day. I don't even remember. Were you on a different map or something? Yeah, the economy will be great, and once they get the economy figured out, it's gonna be it'll be pretty fun. And again, they're still trying to figure it out. It's a learning curve. You're in a beta. I think it's fine. I think obviously the economy definitely needs a little work, but they just implemented it, so that's a key thing. You know, an economy in a game, especially when you're dealing with so many different aspects of things like ores and just materials in general. The economy can get kind of overwhelming when you start to figure it out, I would imagine. You have an underground map from Split's Discord. Is that the one that he did with It's Your Boy Scott or something like that? Or is that the one that he did? He did it. Okay. I just couldn't remember if he was in there with It's Your Boy or what the deal is. So if everybody could right now smash that like button if you are in here and enjoying anything. USA won. I am now off to bed. Made it an extra hour. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning for you, Andy. You get some sleep. I'm glad you stayed up to come and hang out, though. And I'm glad the U.S. won some soccer. Yeah. I don't watch soccer, but yeah. I'm talking about. But guys, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps out the channel. It grows the channel. Words are tough right now. Appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. We did just get done doing a farm sim live stream about an hour ago. And some of you guys have been over there. Some of you are brand new in here. Some of you have come over. I'm assuming most of you have obviously maybe like Out of Ore stuff. How many of you guys play Out of Ore? That's a better question. Type 1 in chat if you guys currently play Out of Ore or have played Out of Ore. Type a 2 in chat if you've never played Out of Ore. You've watched some Out of Ore. Yeah, no problem, Andy. I'm glad that you're able to catch a stream. Jeremy is a number one. Number one. Andy's a 1. Moto is a 2. Keto's a 2. All right, so anybody that hasn't been playing or hasn't played the game is just joined the live stream to come hang out. Is it something that you'd be like, is it something that's cool? You know what I mean? It's obviously a little different from, not really different, but it's a little different from Farm Sim. But if you come and hang around when we start doing some more of the multiplayer stuff, I promise you it's not really that much difference, right? I just enjoy hanging out with community people, like having live streams and talking. Even in my pre-recorded, like my long-form videos, I like having conversations in the chats when you guys comment on stuff. I like that. It's fun. Sometimes people put rude comments in there, though, and then it's not so fun. Because then I'm not sure if I want to be rude back or just, like, let it go. Most of the time, I just try to let it go. That kind of brings me into my segue. Let it go. go, let it go. Definitely cool. You're gonna look into it. Nice. Nice. And I currently have my steering wheel, my pedals, and my right joystick set up. I need to get my second joystick up so that way when I start getting into the excavators and dozers, you could do this with the dozer, but the grader, things like that, that will be fun. Definitely for the excavators though. Corey Blankenship says, waiting for it on Xbox. You could be waiting a little while. Could be. But they have said that they were going to try to bring it to console, so. I like it, but probably not. Okay, that's cool. So there's more, obviously, than just loaders. Again, this is the majority of how things end up going right off the bat type thing. So, dual stick is a game changer for excavator, yes. 100%. Glad to wait? Good. Good. That is good. Yeah, they haven't even said like a time frame at this point in time, so no idea like where their thought process is on any of that, but I would say to level out like ground seems to be a little bit easier with the new dirt physics and textures and stuff like that to a point. Yeah, definitely not anywhere close to being ready on console, but they have said that it's supposed to come out at some point, but it could be years out yet. Could be years. Just don't let Split know that you have them. It's all right. I seen he can run excavators and whatnot with his fingers. Whatever. Good for him. My fingers don't work that way. Let the CP guys work out the bugs first. Yeah. Well, when you move it over to like console, you better hope that a lot of the bugs are worked out, because if it's not, then it's not saying it could be hard, but when you start porting things over from PC to console and trying to make things work on console the way they might or might not, they might or might not work on PC is a little bit different. Go outside and just smack some dirt. Oh, we got a bunch of dirt in here. Forgot to throw in here. Consume. All right, what have we been? We've been at this for an hour. Okay. That is my cue, guys. I'm going to have to get off here. I do appreciate everybody that's come and hung out. Greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Episode 3 just dropped about 3 hours ago. Go check that out. But first, maybe go check out 1 and 2. Episodes 1 and 2 of the Out of Ore series. Plenty of farm sim stuff to go check and hang out. Appreciate you guys all hanging out. Truly do. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys turn on that notification bell. Turn on that notification bell to all. That way, any posts that I put on YouTube, you guys get that, hopefully. Also, another place is in the Discord. Discord's pretty active. We got about 640 or 650 people in there right now. So go out, hang out check it out. Make friends in there as well. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Split don't care if you use joysticks or not. Yeah, I know he doesn't, Velcro. I know he doesn't. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't work Friday. I'm going to try to do a live stream on Friday. I just don't know what time yet. I don't work, but I'm not sure if it's going to be Farm Sim out of or what it is, but it's probably going to be a little bit shorter stream, like that 3-hour mark again. So Jimmy, thank you. Love your streams. I greatly appreciate you coming and hanging out, Jimmy. Everybody else, you guys have a good night. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Discord. And guys, be nice to one another. Catch you guys later. Peace.